Ibrahimovic's career has been itself one surprise after another, even if we start from the fact that he is a 1.95 metre striker with a skill with the ball at his feet within the reach of very few, and a flexibility and plasticity in his movements that rival any professional ballet dancer. He is magic, insanity, and sheer absolute talent. He is also a recognised fan of Ronaldo, the Brazilian, whom he considered a player capable of changing a game by himself, and in whom he wanted to see himself reflected, and, in a certain way, it can be said he managed to be that type of player during his career. It should be noted that he also has one of the most incredible careers in the history of the game, having played in so many world-class clubs such as Ajax, Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, FC Barcelona, or Manchester United. Born in Malmö, Sweden, Zlatan is the son of Bosnians and Croats, and from the age of 6, he began his relationship with the football in small clubs in his city. Finally, Malmö FF, one of the greats of the Scandinavian country, decided to take a bet on Ibrahimovic, from where it would begin to stand out to the point of attracting the attention of Arsenal in England. At 16, the Swedish striker visited the facilities of the English club, posed with the Arsenal shirt, and met the legendary Arsene Wenger, who asked him to do a test with the Gunners, to which Zlatan responded with, "Zlatan does not do auditions," and returned to Malmö, something that very few professional football players would do. He did when he was 16 years old, but it must be remembered that he is Zlatan. What could be a moment of sheer arrogance was just another reason to keep going, another reason to keep pressing forward and proving everybody what he was made of. At 19, he would sign a contract with Ajax in Amsterdam, where he shared a wardrobe with Rafael van der Vaart, one of the young people with the greatest projection worldwide at that time, with whom Zlatan did not have a good relationship with, and had some confrontations during the trainings. In 2004, the national teams of Sweden and the Netherlands would face each other in a friendly match, where Ibrahimovic would make a strong tackle that would end up injuring Van der Vaart, which caused the following public in the Eredivisie against NAC Breda. Both teams, mostly Dutch, whistled for the Swedish player, as they considered that given his poor relationship with Van der Vaart, the tackle during the friendly match had been on purpose. Far from feeling minimalised or affected in any way, the Swedish striker took the ball out of the box, left 5 players on the road with their feints and dribbles, and scored one of the best goals in football history. That until the day of today, it is remembered. The whistles and insults turned into praise and applause in a matter of seconds. He is Zlatan. The desire to win the UEFA Champions League led him to change Inter Milan for FC Barcelona, where he coincided with Pep Guardiola, the only one of his managers about whom Zlatan does not usually make good comments about. And that is when his time at Camp Nou came to a bitter end, and despite having scored many goals, 22 goals in 46 games to be more specific, the manager's desire, whom the Swedish nicknamed as the philosopher, to make Messi the centre of the team, made Ibrahimovic have a complementary role, which of course was not to the liking of Zlatan, and that is why he went on to say, "You cannot have a Ferrari and drive it like a Fiat 500. Humbly, he is still Zlatan." On November 14th, 2012, the Friends Arena of the city of Stockholm was inaugurated, in a friendly match between the local national team and its counterpart from England. That day, Zlatan would write down the 4 goals of Sweden's 4-2 victory, and leave again one of the best goals in recent football history. An overhead kick from approximately 40 metres that would leave the entire stadium speechless, and who would be the winner of the 2013 FIFA Puskas Award. Let us remember that he is Zlatan. In mid-2016, when his contract with Paris Saint-Germain was ending, he suggested that if they replaced the Eiffel Tower with a statue of his, he would renew with the Parisian club. Of course, that did not happen. In his time at the LA Galaxy of the MLS, he also left an anecdote, at least curious, and it is according to one of his former teammates in the Los Angeles team, João Pedro, who after a defeat against the Houston Dynamo, the Swedish player entered the locker room very upset and said, "If you're going to come here and go to the beach or take a walk in Hollywood, just say so. I have 300 million in my account, an island. I don't need this at all. The first one to tell me something, I will kill him. This shocked the team, and a deathly silence in the LA Galaxy locker room. But what can I tell you? He is Zlatan. In each interview, each public presentation, each game, Zlatan Ibrahimovic will leave something that will surprise people. Even in this season, where at 38 he signed with AC Milan and has become a very important piece for the Rossoneri's, scoring goals that have served to win several games. So on or off the pitch, the Swedish striker will always surprise us, because he is Zlatan. Thank you for watching. Please share our videos in order to make this beautiful community bigger and for the love of our game.